ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਸਮੇਂ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਅਜਿਹੇ ਮਾਮਲੇ ਦੇਖੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਦੀਆਂ ਝੀਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡੁੱਬਣ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਗਿਣਤੀ ਵਧਦੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਮਹੀਨਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਡੁੱਬਣ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਮਾਮਲੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਈ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਵੀ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡੁੱਬਣ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਿਕਾਰ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ। ਕਮੀ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ? ਕਿਉਂ ਅਜਿਹੇ ਮਾਮਲੇ ਵਧ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ? ਕੀ ਤੈਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੂਜੇ ਦੀ ਜਾਨ ਬਚਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ? ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਤਰਦੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ? ਆਓ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਇੰਸਟ੍ਰਕਟਰ ਮਾਈਕਲ ਮਿਲਰ ਤੋਂ।
हर साल सारी दुनिया दे विच 3,40,000 लोग पानी दे विच डुब के अपनी जान गवा दिंदे ने। पिछले कुछ दिनों तो असी बहुत सारिया न्यूज़ कवर कीतियां ने जिहदे विच कि बहुत सारे इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स विस्लर दे विच, BC दे विच, अल्बर्टा दे विच उन्हां ने पानी दे विच अपनी जान गवाती। लोग पानी दे कोल जदों जांदे ने जे उन्हां नूं तैरना नहीं आउंदा की वो अपने आप नूं बचा सकदे ने? जे किसी नूं कोई व्यक्ति वेखदा है कि एक व्यक्ति डुब रहा है लेकिन जिहड़ा देखण वाला है उन्होंने चंगी तरह तैरना नहीं आंदा कि उसनूं पानी दे विच छलांग लगा के दूसरे नूं बचाउणा चाहीदा है? या पानी दे नेड़े तेड़े जाण वास्ते किहड़ियां सेफ्टी टिप्स ने जिहड़ियां ओह यूज़ कीतियां जाणियां चाहीदियां ने? ये बहुत वड्डे क्वेश्चन ने और अजिहे क्वेश्चन ने जिहदे नाल कि जानां तक बचाईयां जा सकदियां ने। अज असीं एक खास व्यक्ति मिस्टर माइकल मिलर दे नाल तुहाडी गलबात करवाउण जा रहे हैं जिन्हां दा कि ये पैशन भी है ते प्रोफैशन भी है कि वो बहुत सारे बच्चों नूं स्विमिंग सिखाउंदे ने ते नाल दी नाल उन्हां नूं ये टिप्स भी दिंदे ने कि उन्हां ने पानी दे विच पानी दे खतरे तो बचना किवें। Michael, there's a lot of drownings in BC and Alberta from last, maybe if we will see all the data from last couple of months, a lot of drownings are happening. Like, is there anything we can, those people can be saved, but they just need tips? Or what do you suggest? Why drownings are like so much higher in these days?
Okay, so we're actually down lower than last year in drownings, but the drownings do pick up at this time of year. We're seeing generally in the long weekends, we see the numbers go up, and basically prevention, it's simple, or it can be simple. As easy as putting on a life jacket when you're heading into the boat. The law does require that there's a life jacket has to be on the boat for each person, but it doesn't require you to have it on. And a life jacket, if it's not on, isn't going to help you if you get into danger. And sometimes things pop up really quick, and you could imagine if the boat's about to capsize, the ability to put a life jacket on is very limited. Other things that we see is just with younger children is the active supervision of the younger children. So when your children are in the water, an accident can occur in really quick amount of time. And some of the precautionary measures is simply to actively be supervising and staying within arm's reach. And what we're seeing is with cell phones around all the time is parents have to be able to put the cell phone down and actively watch their kids.
Michael, do you think that a life-saving jacket or any other devices can save the lives even for the people who don't know how to swim?
Yes, definitely. So we have, right here. This is a personal flotation device. A lot of people get life jackets and personal flotation devices mixed up, but basically this is a personal flotation device. If you put it on your child, it's kind of like precautionary measures with COVID. We want to stay safe. We want to keep ourselves educated, and if we do that for COVID, then we should be doing the same in, on, and around the water with our children and even adults if they don't know how to swim. It only takes a second to put it on, and if you're wearing it, it's just one more barrier in becoming a statistic.
Even though younger kids, you can say like a 3-year-old, 6-year-old or 10-year-old, if they don't know how to swim, they are wearing a life jacket and they will fall down in some kind of maybe falls or in a river. Do you think they will survive?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's really hard to say. But the thing is if they don't know how to swim and they fall into water unintended to go in, their risk of surviving is actually slim and next to none. It really depends on if anybody else is around or if the currents push them to shore. So I just say, why would you even take that risk? So if you don't know how to swim and you're in, on, and around the water, put a life jacket on. if your kids are in and around the water, even if they do know how to swim and they're weaker swimmers, it just makes sense to put it on. It protects them, keeps them safe, but it does not take away from parental supervision. So I still say that even when they're in a jacket, you still should be watching.
You are a lifeguard. A lot of people, if we will say in Alberta, 3 people drowned in a family, and the 3 kids were standing on a bank and they were crying. They were crying for help. Is there anything you can suggest to all the kids they can save somebody else's life when they are seeing somebody drowning?
Okay, that's a really good one. So one of the things that what we're noticing now is, so March 15th or March 18th, we kind of shut down. And so that meant all swimming lessons, public facilities, recreation facilities, pools, they were all shut down. And that's one of our biggest measures to sort of decrease the amount of aquatic related incidences and drownings is public education and swimming lessons. And with 6 months of the pools and recreation centers being closed, we have hundreds of thousands of kids and adults in lessons each year, and that's not happening right now. So hopefully interviews like this, and I know that the Life Saving Society and the Red Cross are doing the same to try to get that message out there on how to be safe in, on and around the water.
ਸਾਡਾ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਵੇਖਣ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਨ ਲਈ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ ਚੈਨਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਤੇ ਨੋਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਲਈ ਬੈਲ ਆਈਕਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਬਟਨ ਤੇ ਕਲਿੱਕ ਕਰੋ।